aren't the droids we're looking for.
I got a bad feeling about this.
It's them! Blast them!
What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in. I know that you have probably already seen our Moff Gideon unboxing video. We're going to keep the unboxings going. We've got the Imperial Dark Troopers to show you today. I am very excited about these units. Ever since they were in The Mandalorian, I have been really excited to see them on the table. So I'm very excited to crack these open to show you today. If you didn't remember, we are currently doing a giveaway for Moff Gideon, so I would love to ship this to you free of charge if you are living in the US, and all you have to do to enter that giveaway is to like this video, leave a comment, and make sure you are a subscriber. And by making that comment, that will automatically get you entered into winning Moff Gideon. So make sure you do that. We've got our social media links below. Our website is linked below. You can pick up all kinds of Star Wars Legion products from one of our sponsors, thegildedgreyland.com. They have great prices on Legion stuff, and if you use the code Jerry Sent Me, you can get 10% off your Legion purchases there in the store. They also have all sorts of other board games and miniatures games that you can pick up there at their website. Dark Troopers, really excited to open these. Let's crack this open and see what we got. A bunch of plastic for, what is it, 6 miniatures? I think there's 7 miniatures. Yeah, 7 miniatures. Man, these guys are huge. These limbs are crazy. This is really cool right here. It's got the flame. I'm really excited to model up these guys right here with the flame coming off. That's really cool to see. I really like what AMG is doing with those. So you've got one full sheet and another half sheet. So I like that all of these parts are really large pieces. There's no like teeny tiny pieces, and I have really small fingers, and I don't do well with the small parts because I end up gluing my fingers together. And so really excited that these are so large, and it should be pretty easy to put together. Let's see what else we got in the box here. As you probably know, AMG doesn't include actual printed instructions anymore, but they do include these cool posters that come in. I wish they weren't folded because there's these crease lines on them, but they look pretty cool. I don't really have anything to do with them in my space, but there's a QR code though that is there that you can scan, and it will take you to those web instructions. So we've got our bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miniatures. Yep, just like we thought on the box. And 2 order tokens. That's not because there's 2 units in this box. That's because they get 2 activations. That's right, 2 activations. If you've been living under a rock and did not know, these guys get 2 activations now. So let's dive into the unit card. So first thing we see is that it starts out with 3 miniatures in the unit. They are a heavy unit, and each droid trooper has a health of 2. Their courage is infinite, so they cannot be panicked or suppressed, and they don't gain suppression. So that's really, really cool and unique. This is the first heavy unit with thumbs, so that's going to be really cool. That's one thing that I'm really excited about with the Dark Troopers, is that this is the first time that we have a unit with thumbs and armor that is going to be able to score those objectives that are traditionally only able to be scored, well, that are only able to be scored by trooper units. But you're going to be able to do that with your heavies now. So that's really, really cool. So first keyword we see is armor. You guys know what armor is. That just means that hits don't do anything against them, only crits or impact or critical. So plotting, that is a keyword that used to be on the E-webs. It's no longer there anymore, but plotting basically means they can only move once per activation, but because they have 2 activations, they can move twice around. Unconcerned. This unit cannot benefit from cover, and miniatures in this unit cannot be repaired or restored. So that's right. So you may be asking yourself, well, I thought only crits mattered. Well, with impact, that does make a difference because they won't be able to lose any hits that could be impacted into crits from cover because they don't gain cover at all. The other thing that's interesting is that miniatures in this unit cannot be repaired or restored. So traditionally you could follow around your heavy your vehicles with astromechs and repair them, but that's not the case with the Dark Troopers. They cannot be repaired, so that makes them a little bit weaker. Unstoppable. This unit is eligible to activate during the activation phase while it has 1 or fewer face-down order tokens. This unit may never have more than 1 face-up order token, so you can't issue it 2 face-up orders. When creating your order pool, add an additional order token corresponding to this unit's rank to your order pool. So that means if you issue this unit a face-up order, you would have one that goes into your one additional one that goes into your stack to activate later. If you didn't give it any face-up orders, then you get 2 tokens in your stack for this unit. So that's going to be really cool. The other thing is it has 2 heavy weapon upgrades. That's unique. That's something we haven't seen except for this Stormtrooper heavy response units in Blizzard Force, but now our heavies have that as well. And then there is 1 personnel upgrade, and then they also have an AI upgrade. So let's take a look at the upgrade cards and see what we have. First, we have the XS4 Assault Cannon. This adds 4 black dice to the dice pool. They've got critical. It also adds critical 1. I think that this one is probably going to be stapled onto this unit for the most part. That's going to get them shooting 7 black dice at range 3. That's going to be really nice with critical 1. The next heavy weapon upgrade that we have is the SM9 frag launcher. Personally, the combination of these 2 heavies are probably the 2 that I am going to end up running the most if I just really want to deck out my Dark Troopers. It shoots 2 reds and a black at range 2, but the cool thing and the important thing is that it's blast, so that's going to get rid of your enemy's cover, which is a lot more important now that we have the new cover rules out. It's a lot easier to gain cover. The last heavy weapon upgrade is the Myrtleizer. The Myrtleizer is the same dice pool as the frag launcher, but it is in melee, and it is a little bit cheaper than the frag launcher. The Myrtleizer is also suppressive, so it will hand out a suppression token even in a melee attack. And if you notice, their melee profile is really good. They've got a red and a white in melee. So if you have, you could have up to a 6-man Dark Trooper unit in melee, and if you have the Myrtleizer in there, that is 7 red dice, 1 black, and 5 white dice in that attack pool. So that's going to be really, really powerful. The only personnel available to this unit currently is the Imperial Dark Trooper. It just adds 1 additional Imperial Dark Trooper to get those 3 regular dudes up to 4. And then the AI that comes with them is Programmed Loyalty. That gives them Retinue Commanders. If they begin the activation phase at range 1 to 2 of a commander, then they can gain an aim or a dodge token. That's all of the cards that come in the box with the Dark Troopers. As far as running them, there are several options. I think at minimum, you probably need to drop in the XS4 Assault Cannon into the unit. And if you have the points, at least the Imperial Dark Trooper miniature, extra miniature as well. That's going to get them shooting 8 black dice at range 1 to 3, with critical 1, which is going to be really nice considering that they can shoot twice per round because they get those 2 activations. I think running them with Moff Gideon is really, really strong as well. Moff Gideon's 2-pip basically allows them to rocket into the sky and rocket back down anywhere that you want, as long as it's beyond range 2 of any enemy unit. So this is going to be really, really powerful pairing those two together, because you're going to be able to drop those Dark Troopers right onto an enemy's objective potentially. They are unstoppable. So the keyword, they are literally unstoppable. So they don't gain suppression. So this is going to make them a great thumbs unit for your objectives. If you pair them with that Moff Gideon's 2-pip, they could potentially drop in to pick up or recover the supplies. They could drop into a moisture evaporator if it was placed poorly. I mean, the possibilities are endless. They could jump out of danger if they picked up a recover the supply. If they picked up a box from recover the supplies, you could, or they picked up a dropped hostage. You could basically just teleport them to safety with that 2-pip. So that's a really, really powerful pair up. And then Moff Gideon also has Entourage Dark Troopers, which just issues them an order for free. So they pair really nicely there. Overall, I think this unit is going to be really, really strong. It's a fairly affordable, heavy unit depending on how you outfit them as well. So that's another big positive about them is if you just attach the XS4 assault cannon. I mean, they're only like they're less than 150 point heavy unit that gets to shoot twice. And if you ran 3 of them with Moff Gideon, that's a lot. That's going to be a lot for your opponent to deal with. So if you're interested in picking up one of these for your own, check the links in the description. You can find that there. Don't forget about our Moff Gideon giveaway. Make sure you leave a comment, you like, and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time.